everyone, and for those of you who don't know, my name is Jonte Gibson Bryant. I am the founder and executive director of Awaken Her Wellness, Inc., a 501c3 charitable organization whose mission is to empower women especially, but both women and children, to achieve the optimal balance of health and wellness crucial to living their highest quality of life. Today is January 18th, 2024, and it is also my 39th birthday. I am coming on here today because I wanted not only to introduce myself, but to introduce what I also do, the Period Purse Project. With the Period Purse Project, I pack starter menstrual bags and I donate them to local area schools. Most of the work is done in my home. As you can see, I have some boxes over here. My daughter and I came down here between 6 and 6:30 this morning. We started getting the pads, wipes, panty liners, and the affirmation cards together. She had to go to school. She's in the second grade. She's an 8-year-old, and her name is Aubrielle. I'll have some pictures of her from this morning that I'll include in this video. But for the time being, I wanted you guys to see what this process is like. And I also have to put it out there that with the exception of a donation that we received from an organization late summer, I think, right before school started, maybe early summer, most of what I do is self-funded. Thankfully, I have a husband who believes in me and believes in what God has placed on the inside of me. But it is self-funded for the most part. And these period purses are not inexpensive by any stretch of the imagination. So if you are looking to donate some funds, I request that you consider Awaken Her Wellness, Inc. Again, we are a 501c3 tax-exempt organization. I will leave my tax-exempt number if you need to research. To date, we have donated 1,000 purses. With the purses that I'm going to distribute today, it's definitely going to go over 1,000 purses today. My plan is to maybe drop purses at 3 to 4 schools at 20 to 35 purses per school, depending on how quickly I can get these purses packed. And then from there, I will also stop at a high school because some sanitary items have been requested. The need is great. The need is huge. I'm not sure about any of the other women who may be watching this video, but as for myself, I wasn't prepared, I guess you can say, for my cycle. And truth be told, I didn't even really become comfortable discussing my cycle until I was a married woman. I was sexually active and everything, but I was not comfortable talking about my cycle. And so I endeavor to destroy the stigma because 100% of the people who are alive are that way because of a woman who had her menstrual cycle. There is nothing to be ashamed of, and it is not even something that we are ashamed by men. There are women who shame other women. I remember there was a time where I wouldn't even go to the restroom without hiding my pad or hiding my tampon. Well, today I'll put it in my hand and I'm going to walk to the restroom. No apologies. I'm in this season of my life where I'm transitioning unapologetically, and I endeavor to have healing conversations. So if you have watched some of my videos, you will see that I expose and I talk about a lot of things from my past. Awaken Her Wellness was birthed from my experiences in the self-love journey I've been on for several years. God gave me Awaken Her Wellness 17 or 18 years ago, and I've been working at it here and there ever since. And I will say that when God gave me the vision for Awaken Her Wellness, it was at one of the lowest periods of my life, and I didn't know or think that I would be able to encourage or inspire anyone. And yet I've been able to do that, not just for my family and my friends, but women in the community. I have been on 2 weight loss journeys. The first time I lost about 70 pounds in 5.5 months. Some 8 years later, it's taken me much longer, but I have been able to lose the weight that I gained. So I gained about 40 pounds, and I have been able to lose those 40 pounds and more over the last 7 or 8 months. So I am on a continuing self-love journey. I endeavor to love myself out loud, unapologetically, and I want to inspire and empower other women to do the same. Actually, I am wearing a hoodie that I made, which has my logo on the front of it, Awaken Her Wellness, the lotus flower. I'm not sure if you know anything about the lotus flower, but the lotus flower is a flower that may be pink or white, and it goes down under the water every day, murky water, and it blooms clean and pure and beautiful every single day. And so that's my story in a nutshell. I, according to the world, should not be here. According to my past, I should not be standing here. I was telling one of my friends about an experience I had as a child. And considering some of the things that I've been through, I really should, according to society standards, not be where I am and not looking the way that I look. But thanks be unto God. You know, my prayer was, and it still continues to be, God, allow me to see myself the way you see me. Allow me to love on me the way you love on me. I know we're taught a lot of times that big confidence means you lack humility. Well, I go against that. I denounce that. I renounce that. I don't accept that by any stretch of the imagination. I believe if you're going to do anything that is of substance, that is life-changing, game-changing, you have to have confidence to do those things. And sometimes the journey can be very lonely. I had a cousin who told me many years ago, she said, the journey to success can be a very lonely journey. And I, this many years later, can attest to that. There have been times where I'll go through my phone and I'll solicit donations, and I may send it out to 60 or so people that's in my contacts. And I don't believe there has been one time that I've made more, or I don't believe there has been one time that I have raised more than $100 out of sending a request to 60 people, not even $5. And I put that out there because it's problematic. There are so many girls who are suffering. There are so many women who are suffering. There are so many people who are suffering, and we rise by lifting others. Today has gotten better, but the past few days for me have been rough. They have not been the best days. So I don't want you to think I'm so profound and so deep by serving on my birthday. But I have come to realize that it is in the posture of gratitude and servitude that God has healed me. We reap what we sow. So the very things that I put out, God has replenished me. And so I'm serving on my birthday, not just for the girls that I'll get to encounter and to serve, who I'll get to invest these purses in, but for myself, because I am on a healing journey and I'm healing the little girl within. So if you would like to know more information about Awaken Her Wellness, Inc. or the Period Purse Project, please, by all means, share this video. Reach out to me. I can be contacted by phone, DM, email. I will be launching a new website later today or tomorrow. The plan is today. The website will be JontaeGibsonBryant.com. Again, that is JontaeGibsonBryant.com. My website for my organization is AwakenHerWellness.org. That is AwakenHerWellness.org. Again, that is AWA. Again, that is AWAKENHERWellness.org. ELLNESS.org. I'm doing this on the fly, so if it's not perfect, count it to my head and not my heart. So again, I wanted to show you guys the process as I am preparing to get these purses together so I can go out and donate them, so I can drop them off at some schools today. And I'll also be making a run to the store. I have some pads, but I want to get some different flows of pads and maybe some tampons as well to go drop off at the high school. So I'll be hitting the high school, and I'll also be dropping off at a few elementary and maybe middle schools today. But let me go ahead and show you the process. So hopefully you can see what's in front of me, because like I said, my baby girl and I, we prepared these purses this morning, or we prepared the pads and things this morning. So in each purse, there's 3 pads, 3 panty liners, 3 feminine wipes. The girls also receive a custom The Period Purse Project affirmation card. On the back, there are words on the back. You can't see them, but I will read it to you. It says, I know my worth. I am beautiful. I believe in my dreams. I am brilliant. I am healthy. I love myself for who I am. I am loved. I am grateful for every day. And so this affirmation card goes into each purse along with an affirmation bracelet. And I'll let you see that in just a moment, because I'm going to pack a few purses on camera and then I'll get off here. But I just wanted to put it out there for those who may have questions. So I don't know exactly how many purses we have right here right now, but I'm going to pack as many as I can. So I use different bags. I try to mix it up, different colors. This one has, always remember that you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and love more than you know. This is a smiley face one, and I have so many other different purses. If you visit my website and you go to the Period Purse Project, you'll see some of the other purses I've used over time. So again, in each purse, they get the items that I mentioned. There's also a Dove body wash that goes into each bag. Into each bag. And again, an affirmation bracelet. This one says, why blend in, stand out? Just to touch base on where the period purse originated. Again, I wasn't one of those who was taught enough or a lot when it came to my femininity. I was very ashamed. And through my pain, God has used that to birth the Period Purse Project. I love what I do. I get a great deal of joy out of what I do. And I've heard from several people in schools that I've donated to that they really, really appreciate it. In a lot of cases, they hadn't even heard of the Period Purse Project or even thought about doing something like that. But I encourage you, get involved. If it's not with the Period Purse Project that I founded, find some way to donate to these schools. Find some way to serve your community. The need is great. The Bible tells us that harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. We rise by lifting others. We keep our memory and our legacies alive by lighting other candles. I'm a legacy-minded person. I don't want to, Lord forbid, it is my prayer to live well into my 90s and 100 if God so wills, but not premature death. My mom passed when she was 54 years old. My grandmother was in her late 60s, early 70s. I also had 2 aunts who passed away recently. Both were in their 60s. And I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my children, for my family, and I don't want that for the people who are attached to me. And it doesn't even have to be in a direct attachment. It can be an attachment from a distance, attached to someone that's attached to me, attached someone to someone that's attached to someone. Whatever the process is, whatever your way is. I just want to encourage you to live on purpose, live out loud, live unapologetically. Confidence is not the absence of humility. I have to do this and I have to encourage myself in this because after all of these years, it can be really hard to jump through hoops and constantly try to prove to people that what you have is enough. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to. It's not because I don't want to some days, but I know where my joy comes from. When I write, it brings me peace. It helps to heal me. When I speak, it helps to heal me. When I empower, it helps to heal me. When I pack these purses, it helps to heal me. So just as much as I'm doing this for the people that will be impacted by the purses or impacted by Awaken Her Wellness, I'm doing it for myself. And just to put it out there, so on March 16th, 2024, I will be hosting a Paint and Heal. There will be, the tickets are actually on sale on Eventbrite. So if you are in the local area, if you plan to be in North Carolina, anywhere around Salisbury, Charlotte, Concord, Kannapolis, whatever the case may be, Raleigh, if you want to drive to get here, great. But you are more than welcome. The tickets are $25. I am not making any money off this event. The cost of the event is to cover food, is to cover the supplies and whatever gifts and things will be there. It's not a profit making thing for me. And any excess funds will go straight to Awaken Her Wellness, the next event in the Period Purse Project. Because like I said, this has been, for the most part, I will say at least 80% self-funded. And it's heavy. It's a lot. So this is, in a sense, I guess, my plea for assistance. I tend to not be one who asks for help. That's going out the window slowly but surely. Because life taught me to just not. There were so many experiences that I had that quench the asking part of me. So I'm a giver. I will serve, but I rarely ask for anything in return. And like I said, the times that I have asked, the response has been not the greatest. But I'm asking now. Again, if you are looking for a way to donate, if you're looking for something to donate to, please consider Awaken Her Wellness Inc. Please consider the Period Purse Project. Again, I will leave the information so you guys will be able to contact me. You'll be able to make your donations, whatever you need to do, but help. I can only do what I can do. I'm an individual. I am one person. But I'm one person. My reach is not that far. It's going to take a community for us. It takes a tribe for us to do what we need to do. So I'll continue along with a few more of these persons and then I'll let you go because this video actually is getting longer than I expected. So again, we have the pads, we have the wipes, we have the pads, wipes, the liners, and the affirmation card. I just put the body wash in there, the hand sanitizer, the lotion. This affirmation said, imagination is everything. So that goes in the bag, and a lip balm. And that's this bag. And then I'm going to do one more bag and I'll let you go. I have quite a few that I need to pack, so I need to get them done because I need to start dropping these items off. And as long as I'm on camera, it's going to slow me down a little bit. So, what does this one say? Future is in your hands. My future is in my hands. God has made some promises to me. I believe his promises to me are yes and amen. And I've shown God that he can trust me. So I do believe that my hard work is going to pay off. It's going to get me into rooms that maybe I didn't even have a clue that I wanted to get into. So whoever is watching this, if you know somebody, I am a writer. I am an author. I have a movie idea. I'm putting it all out there. Why not? It is my goal to travel and to encourage and to speak. So I'm putting that out there as well. We have not because we ask not. The Bible tells us to ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. I came into 2024 not with any resolutions, hardly at all, but with one word: to be consistent, to give myself a fighting chance. I can't say that I've been as consistent as I've been thus far. Consistent in starting my YouTube channel, consistent in posting on social media. I've wrestled with that for many years. Consistent with doing what I'm doing. Sometimes it's gotten so heavy and I said maybe this isn't what I should be doing as it pertains to Awaken Her Wellness in the Period Purse Project. But again, I say, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop because God is not a man that he should lie. And one thing that I know, and two things for certain, I'm doing what I believe God has placed on my heart. So I'm going to let you go for now. Again, if you need to get in contact with me, you can do it by email, phone, whatever the case may be. I'm going to leave the information down below. I'll have my new website up later on. I look forward to speaking to you. If God places it on your heart, please consider Awaken Her Wellness. In close, the Bible tells us that my sheep know my voice and another they will not follow. If it's asking me, how do you know if it's God, Janet? Because I've listened to the little things. Things that people may not think are that serious. If I'm about to put a cart somewhere that it doesn't go, and there's this in my spirit, I know that's not it. That's not where it goes, and that's God speaking to me. If I'm going to throw some trash on the ground and that comes again, I know, no. And those are small things that we should know better and not to do. But it's in following those things that the voice of God for me has gotten louder and louder. And I've also prayed for conviction. Now, some days I regret praying for conviction, but for the most part, it has been life-changing for me. Conviction has placed a standard in my life. So I'll show you the back of my hoodie and then I'll let you go. So again, I made this hoodie on yesterday. I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the back it says engage, educate, and empower. And that's my mission. It is my mission to engage. I am a social butterfly, an ambivert. I introvert when I need to, and I extrovert very well. So that's what the ambivert comes in at. So that's the engagement part. I educate using my experiences. I'm a coach by nature in my heart. Before I ever received my certification as a life coach, I was a coach. I've mentored. I've spoken. I've planned female empowerment events. And lastly, I empower. I use my testimony, my story, and the things that I've been through, that I'm going through, and that I'm overcoming to empower others. I don't just talk about what I talk about, the experience that I have. I've lived these things, and therefore I know that you can make it. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.